Yeah, gentlemen, welcome to the third episode of my Mentality Focus podcast. Um, so today, again, as you can see, unfortunately, Alan couldn't join again. That's what happens. That's what happens if you're very busy, and especially if you're in different time zones. So, you know the story from our last episode. But I guess for the next episode we can make it. So, of course, we would love personally, I would love Alan to join because I think he has a lot of value and a lot of value to offer with regard to self-development and mindset. So yeah, let me see if he can join the next time. But for now, it's just me solo again. So today, what we're going to speak about is how do you actually build discipline into your life, and how do you apply that, and how do you start if you are starting from the very beginning, just if you're starting from scratch, let's say. You're what you see nowadays for most people is that it's very difficult actually to build any sense of to build any discipline, because there's just so many distractions and so many so many ways to feel comfortable and to constantly feel to basically constantly be entertained. And that's a massive problem if you want to do if you want to do anything productive, or you want to do anything if you want to build anything of value for yourself. The 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 reason uh, the reason the reason is that because most of us grew up with technology, and specifically with social media, and with computers, with smartphones, and that kind of and and that kind of stuff. It's very easy for us to constantly be distracted by whatever the outside world is, because the outside world constantly wants to grab our attention with their with whatever they have to offer, like could be social media. And especially nowadays, because of the algorithms, it's basically built into the systems that your account that every 5 minutes you want to check, okay, like what's going on in the world, like what's going on TikTok, what's going on Instagram, and that kind of stuff. Because you constantly get the dopamine hit. So your brain get addicted to that kind of to constantly checking your phone, because there could be something very interesting going on, like right at this minute, and you could be missing it if you're not checking it right now. And your brain knows, like, I'm going to feel good, and I'm going to get my dopamine shot the moment I'm going to check my phone. But let's say you have work to do. Let's say you need to go to the gym. Let's say you need to build a business. Then that's a massive problem for you, because you need to work. You need to work, and you need to get shit done. So so how do you get how do you how do you learn yourself how do you unlearn these patterns? Because we were not born with this, like, mm, this technology hasn't been around for so long, for maybe only a couple years that has been around. So basically you have to unlearn yourself to constantly check your phone. But what will happen is that you really have to go through you really have to go through a detox the moment you decide to embark, like, to become more productive, and to to build discipline into your life. So, for example, what I frequently did when I was freelancing in the beginning of this year, is that you just take your phone and you just put it in another room. It's the easiest way. It's the easiest way for you to not get distracted by your phone. Because even if you're working on your laptop, like, you're still checking. Like, you're going to admit that most people, they're still checking their phones. So what I did, like, I just put my phone somewhere else. Like, I'm sitting at my desk and I'm working, and that moment, my phone is another thing. it cannot distract me. Um, then your laptop. So for example, I have a work laptop. I only use my work laptop only for work. My personal laptop, I only use it for everything that's not work related. So so what happens? So what happens when you do that is that your brain associates this particular setup that you've set up on your desk or on your laptop with work and with particular actions that you're going to take. So for example, if I have if I have my personal laptop in front of me, I am working on things they are not related to to my to my job or to my business. But but if I put my other laptop, like my brain visualized like, okay, like I need to get this and this done. And even some, like oftentimes I work on the weekends and it does wonders, especially because on my personal laptop, like I have applications that might be even built to distract you. And I have when I'm working on my own laptop, I have many tabs open. When I'm working, it's not like that. I just have a couple tabs. I keep them open because those are the ones that I need to get my work done, and that's it. So, and also when I was working as a, when I was working as a freelancer, um, what will do wonders for you is using a completely different. If you're working on your own laptop and you do not have two laptops, is that you're working only from your own. That you do work in a completely different browser. So I used for my freelance related work. I I used Google Chrome, and for the other for the other stuff that was not freelance related, I used a completely different browser. So I knew that the moment I know I'm going to open my work, my Google Chrome, that I'm going to do nothing else but working on my side gig. Um, so those things are very with are points that did wonders for me. So about so let's give me another example. Like let's say you cannot if you're just starting your journey and you have like about you have just you have a problem with just starting, like for example, like you know from yourself that you're lazy and that you're like that you cannot get much done, and you might even have trouble like applying these steps because there's just too much noise for you. um what I always suggest, like in order to level up your discipline, like the baseline and the base level is to get healthy first. And that might sound really weird, but the moment your body is in a good shape and in a good physical condition, you'll be better able to focus. I noticed. I remember when I was when I was young, and before I even started like doing doing proper weight training and losing weight, that my focus levels they they were just down the toilet. But as soon as I started to go to the gym like 3, 4, 5 times a week, my focus levels and my ability to think just skyrocketed. And I noticed that I noticed that with work, with school, like everything was just like this. And most people, they don't realize it because it's not so obvious, it's not so surface level. Like why would you be able to think better in the moment you're going to the gym? And because during that hour of going to the gym, you could also be working, right? But a healthy body is a healthy mind, and a healthy mind will give you better focus levels. So I think I think that those are the like the most crucial points for you. Like if you're just starting out building building up your discipline and deciding for yourself, like, okay, I want to be more productive, and I want to get more done in my life. The first thing you do is get in shape, do more physical exercise, and then think about the other points. Separate your work related things from your personal thing, from your personal business, like from your personal stuff. Put your phone in another room. Um, maybe even get it like get a specific get a different desk maybe somewhere where you like in your get a different desk in your home, and just put your work related stuff there, your personal stuff in another position. Your brain will associate like that place with just working. So think about these. I'll wrap up short. For the next episode, for the next episode, I'll let Alan join us, and we'll do it in a more we'll do it in a longer format, of course. And I wish all you guys the best and get to work. Peace.